Yeah, so this climb has been the kind of perfect launch pad for him. You can just see there's just little changes in steepness, and each time he gets out of the saddle, he can keep his speed going, while the other guys are just struggling that little bit to maintain the wheel. And he's already opened, I'd say, a 10-second gap to Junior Lecerf and Francesco there. He's certainly piling on the pressure at the moment, because he knows that this is the race win. Junior Lecerf trying to do what he can to keep the race under control. But he's obviously went a little bit too deep, so Francesko's caught him. And now he'll try to distance him, so he'll kind of stay in second. He's got the chance of moving up to second position if he can distance Lecerf. Lecerf is really in trouble now. You full grimace there. Keen Ultrabrooks has done a really good job so far. You know that they've done the perfect lead out from the team, and yeah. Now he's on his own. He's going to just keep this pressure on all the way to the top. Be interesting to see if that second group can come back. The chase group that was behind the leaders can come back. 2k to go. Just one more kilometre of the kind of steep 8%, and then it eases off. And Keen Ultrabrooks is looking really, really good for the stage win and the overall win. Gap looks about 15 seconds at the moment.
Okay.
Ultrabrooks is doing a really good job here. So he's doing what most climbers do, that out the saddle when there's those little increases in gradient, just to keep his speed up, keep the pressure on. Look at the gap. So that's Virtual. Lecerf falls back to 9 seconds and Francello back to 13, so that means that the gap is roughly 18 seconds to Junior Lecerf. Just looking at the pedalling styles here, Francello number 53 is definitely more comfortable than Junior Lecerf. Lecerf probably went into the red and he's not going to recover all the way to the finish now, so he's going to have to be careful that he doesn't lose second position on GC as well.
Sorry for the interruption. Some of you technical problems.
So last little bit of steepness from Jan Ultrabrooks. Well, out the saddle, trying to keep the speed up. He knows the stage win's probably going to be his. He just doesn't want to allow those two guys to get any closer, because then they're within one kind of big brutal acceleration to try and close the gap.
Well, I'm hoping I can stay connected through to the finish this time. Francello and Lecerf, they see Jan Ultrabrooks riding away into the distance and pulling the yellow jersey off the shoulders of the man from Soudal-QuickStep. Jan Ultrabrooks came in as favourite, found a climb that wasn't quite to his liking on stage 2, did all the work on the way up, then was jumped within sight of the line by Lecerf and Francello. But today, 6 kilometres, average 7.7%, the steeper gradients, pure climbing. Jan Ultrabrooks really finds himself in his element, and he's found his rhythm now. He's ridden them out of the wheel, and he knows.
Just looking at there, he's straight back onto the big ring one as someone eases off, so he's not at all burnt out. So he's really good ride into the last kilometre. Certainly looks like he's going to pile on the pressure here, trying to win the Czech Tour. You just look at the size of that gear he's pulling, so he's obviously got a lot of resources still left, and yeah. Definitely going to win the stage. Is he going to hold enough gap? back to Junior Lecerf and Fancello. We'll have to wait and see.
Well, no signs of cracking from Kian Uijtdebroeks. He's not only holding the rhythm, he's upping the rhythm. And the other two looking to get caught by a chasing group. So Junior Lecerf trying to defend that jersey. Got Fancello in the wheel, but there's a large group coming back onto these two. And it's Kian Uijtdebroeks who's doing maximum damage on this final climb.
The thing is, back here, they both have no teammates. So they're going to come into this group, and these guys know they're all fighting for second, third position. Well, you've got Kian Uijtdebroeks out the front, already well on his way to winning the stage and winning the overall. So he's not going to go slow down at all. Into the last 500 meters, still on the big ring, so that shows you how fast he's going. Junior Lecerf back on the front, 500 meters to go. He's got to try and close that gap to Kian Uijtdebroeks and hope it kind of stays inside the 9 seconds. But his problem is Kian Uijtdebroeks is going to take the 10-second bonus for winning the stage as well. So he needs to get inside that 13, 15 seconds. So into the last 300 meters.
Uijtdebroeks now 200 metres to go. He's gotten away from the rest. He's opened up the gap. He needs 9 seconds on Junior Lecerf, who's leading the rest in. The gap is closing. Lecerf resurgent. He can see the race win just up the road. And Kian Uijtdebroeks now going with everything he's got. Lecerf being passed. There'll be no bonuses for Lecerf. This will be the difference. Uijtdebroeks will take the stage win. He'll take the 10-second bonus. Kian Uijtdebroeks at the top of the climb is being caught. He's being passed. Uijtdebroeks is blown. Uijtdebroeks will not win. Junior Lecerf has done enough. He will win the Czech Tour. It was unlosable. And Kian Uijtdebroeks has been caught within sight of the line. The last 150 metres proving to be too much. And it's the rider from the Vorarlberg team who gets up and gets the stage victory. What drama on the final couple of 100 metres of this race. And it looks like it's Janis Pietert who gets the stage victory for Vorarlberg. And Uijtdebroeks, he'd done everything he had to do. He had an unassailable lead.
How did he go?
And
yeah.
I cannot believe that he's been
he fell
caught.
apart. Yeah, he looks so strong. You think, now he's into the last kilometre. He's got almost 20 seconds on the race leader. He's fallen apart on that last section. That last 200-300 meters at the most. He's just died to death.
Well, that is quite unbelievable. You know, the first time they went over the climb, they didn't come through this point. They went over the climb and down the descent. Where the cars are going through in the background is where they went when the race went through the first time. I wonder if Kian Uijtdebroeks sort of expected to get the finish line there.
Yeah, and he's
didn't
turned
see
onto
it
this,
and suddenly just completely crumbled.
And he's turned
put himself in the red to what he thought was the top of the climb.
Yeah,
and then
so
had another couple 100 metres to go.
Yeah, if you look at here where the cars are going in the background, it's at slightly lower levels. So he's turned onto the kind of finish part, this last 200 metres, and stayed on the big ring, and it's too big, and he's just fallen apart.